This short 4-minute training video is designed for businesses and workers involved in work at heights. The working at heights definition is, quote, working where there is potential for a fall from one level to another. Silly definition? Yep, we think so too. But let's break down working at heights using a risk-based approach and detail your obligations and compliance requirements. All reasonably practicable steps must be taken to prevent falls from occurring. High-risk work at height is where a person could fall 2 meters or more. High-risk work requires a safe work method statement, or SWMS. A SWMS is a written step-by-step procedure of the task and control measures. This does not mean that work under 2 meters does not need a written procedure or risk assessment. In fact, the more you have documented, the better. Your SWMS need to be site-specific. You can start with a generic version, but prior to starting work on site, make sure you modify the document to suit. For example, if the SWMS mentions use of a scissor lift but you're not using one, then the SWMS is not specific to task. Your clients can have their own compliance requirements for SWMS. They can also be quite picky. For help with SWMS, please contact us on the details below and we will assist. Personal protective equipment must be inspected before and after use. The manufacturer, codes of practice, Australian standards, all have this in black and white. Therefore, you need evidence that this occurs. PPE inspection booklets, tags, daily job safety analysis records, PPE registers are all examples of how to document inspections and monitoring of PPE. Both PPE and ladders need documented inspections 6-monthly. All sites should have a documented risk assessment conducted. A job safety analysis, SWMS, or permit are all known documents in industry, but your risk assessment could be documented in your diary. Use the hierarchy of controls and attempt to use the highest level controls possible. Look for unprotected edges, openings in floors, and fragile surfaces. You should use hard barricades, not tape, to prevent unauthorized site access and prevent falls. Understand the difference between fall restraint and fall arrest. Fall restraint systems prevent you from reaching a fall hazard, while fall arrest systems catch you if a fall occurs. Fall restraint should always be your preference over fall arrest. Ladders are often involved in falls, and you don't need to fall from very high to receive a life-changing injury. When using ladders, inspect the feet, ensure they locked in and stable, and rated for task. Maintain 3 points of contact at all times while ascending or descending. This means you need to use tool belts and ladder bags rather than carry tools in your hands. Work within your window. This is measured from the center of the ladder to your outstretched wrists. Working outside, this changes the center of gravity, and you're likely to fall, so move the ladder. Thanks, Mr. Norris. Mobile elevated work platforms require specific training. If the EWP is designed with lanyard connection points, they must be used. Safety legislation is not perfect. There are gray areas everywhere. As a generalization, workers need work at height training if they work where a 2-meter fall is possible, where they need to wear a harness for the task, or where you have determined training is required. There are some strange laws and expectations that might be worth knowing. We all take shortcuts on occasions. We ask that you don't take ones that put your life in danger. Is it really worth the risk? Work safe, home safe. Every job involving work at height must have a clear, documented rescue plan. Rescue plans should also be practiced to make sure they work. Practice drills should be documented and can demonstrate on-the-job training. Be aware of suspension trauma as you don't have much time. Initiate rescue immediately, but only if safe and competent to do so. Suspension trauma occurs when a person is suspended motionless in a harness, leading to blood pooling in the legs and reduced circulation to the heart and brain. This takes minutes. Without rapid rescue, circulatory failure and serious medical complications may occur, including ischemia and reperfusion injury following rescue. This is why we must prevent falls. But if an unforeseen accident occurs, we must have a rescue plan in place with competent rescuers and equipment. Thank you for watching. Please reach out to us if you need any help with training, documentation, or site auditing. We help, not hinder. Let's bring back common sense.